AITA for telling someone I never desired a daughter and didn't try for a girl. Weird question, but I have 4 sons. They are 14, 12, 8, and 4. The older 2 are biological and the younger 2 were adopted after a birth complication made us infertile. I was at the park over the weekend with my younger 2 boys. I got to chatting with another couple and mentioned that I had 4 boys. She said something like, "Oh, you poor thing. I wanted a girl too, but he," pointing to her husband, "didn't want to have a third." I told her that I didn't try for a girl and that if I wanted a girl we could have put that in our adoption paperwork, but we didn't have a gender preference. I had no strong desire for a girl and love having sons, so she has no reason to feel sorry for me. It rubbed me the wrong way that she said, "Poor thing. Like my boys aren't good enough for me," and she said it right in front of them. They already have to field questions about being adopted. They shouldn't have to feel bad about their gender too. You know? Anyway, the lady got upset, told me I was being rude for no reason, and walked away. I spoke to my sil about it and she also felt I didn't handle it correctly. She has 3 girls and 1 boy and said it is just a normal thing people comment on. She said people will tell her that her son is going to be feminine because he only has sisters, and she just shrugs it off, so I should have done the same. AITA? Edit. Goodness guys. Reporting me for concern of self-harm is crazy. NTA, I'm one of 4 girls and people always used to say to my dad, "Did you want a boy to play with?" Right in front of us. They even say it to me when I mention I am one of 4 girls. It always stung a little, like why wouldn't he want 4 daughters? We are great. And it still drives him mad, and he used to slam that one right down and make the person feel really stupid for saying something stupid, which made me feel better and confident. He is a proud girl dad and used to always finish by telling people how he must have been a saint in a past life to have been blessed with all girls. You did the right thing and your boys deserve to know that they're wanted and not a consolation prize. When are you having a baby? When are you having a second? Will you go for a third now you have 2 of the same? Do you think you should have a 4th as they aren't getting enough attention? Do you have the money for all these children? Oh gosh. I bet you wish you'd stopped at 2? No matter what the circumstances, a woman's reproduction, or family situation, is open season for comments. I have no idea why. But people project what they think is right, ideal onto others and ask questions that they wouldn't ask if it was about any other private thing. NTA. NTA, this other woman is being the It rubbed you the wrong way when she said, "Poor thing," because she meant it that way she was implying that you are worse off because of your sons and that you are too stupid to realize it. Your sil should have supported you. It might be normal to say, "Did you ever want a girl?" But that is not what happened here. Someone insulted the validity of your family. You are about the only person in this story with a healthy understanding of reality. NTA, she only accused you of being rude because she was embarrassed about making an assumption. NTA, I hate it when people gatekeep gender and or parenthood. Now here you have both. NTA for what you are asking. However, why tell strangers your kids are adopted? You are saying they have to field questions about being adopted already, so why keep mentioning it? Or was just this an exception? Otherwise I think you should have just laughed off that rude person. NTA. Unless you cleaned up your response a lot. It doesn't sound like you said anything rude. But don't worry about your boys. I doubt they'll be impacted by what some random stranger says. Your day-to-day way of caring for them is bound to have a much stronger impact. NTA. You did the right thing by sticking up for your boys in front of them. Maybe it will make this woman more cautious next time she opens her mouth. And maybe not. As for your sister-in-law, I definitely wouldn't get angry with someone who told me my son was going to be feminine. Because that would make it sound as if feminine was a bad thing. I might challenge them in another way. Like, isn't it lucky that he's growing up with all these great role models for kindness and emotional availability? All boys should be so lucky. But her situation is different. Maybe not so harmful to shrug off that weird comment. NTA. Just because she wishes she had a daughter doesn't automatically mean every boy mom wants a girl too. You have 4 boys who you love. That's all that matters. NTA. Just because people commonly feel justified in making comments like that doesn't mean it's okay. It's not small talk. It's rude. Good grief. What a rude-ass thing to say. NTA. NTA. People need to stop assumptions or commentary on the genitals of children. NTA. But it really is pointless talking to people who make assumptions about other people's preferences. They never seem to get how ridiculous they are. NTA. My daughter is my youngest and I always got comments about trying until I had a daughter. No. Fuck no. Even if I was. It's not appropriate to comment on. Is it a normal comment? Yes. From invasive assholes who make assumptions. And yes, it is intended to make a certain point about the amount of boys you had. And if you had daughters it would have been the same damn commentary. NTA. People make assumptions and when do with a total stranger life it's not okay. You were not rude, you set her straight on your choice. She was rude to poke her nose in. When she didn't like your response you suddenly become rude. Please don't give her another thought. NTA. Personally, I'm one of 5. 4 girls and 1 boy and everyone would say, poor thing, about my brother for having sisters. As if we were some kind of disease he had to endure. As an adult, my brother has said he liked having sisters instead of brothers and was happy with the dynamic in our fam. NTA. All the YTA comments are a shock. She told you how she felt, made an assumption you felt the same, and got offended when you corrected her. NTA. You love your sons and that's fine. As long as they know you love them, then that's fine and they shouldn't feel bad about their gender. That woman was rude. Some people, like your sil, can shrug it off. You should eventually stop dwelling and love your sons like you clearly do. NTA. People assume all the time our kids. They're wrong. I tell them so. NTA. It's not normal to comment on just because people do it regularly. I am one of 3 girls and my mom's sister has 4 girls. My entire life that side of the family has always commented about how they would love a boy. How much better it would be if there were just 1 male grandchild. It is so weird to comment on. You handled it really well and the woman is probably just ashamed of herself. BC. No one has told her that it's rude to comment on someone else's family like that. IDK what this even is, but good for you for sticking up for your kids. Your sil needs a reality check.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.